What is up? I'm super excited to chat really quickly today about a topic that I have been talking about this entire time, but also more specifically about language upgrades and about how the words that we use regularly can either empower or disempower us. Someone who has a great course on this is Mark England. He has a course called Procabulary. If you are interested in diving really deeply into this topic, I'm referencing a lot of work that he's done in this module today. And so I highly recommend, if you're super interested in this, to go check him out. He is amazing. And I am super excited to give you just a little overview of it so that you can start to implement some of the tools that he has and feel more empowered in your language and in your speech to create your life. And so, the words that we use, I'm going to say this again, words create worlds. The words that we use every single day in the language that we have are what create our reality. So let's talk a little bit more specifically about the actual content of our language. So I have used a lot of these uh, already. So I'm writing down some more that I've just used. Okay. So one aspect of this is a thing called soft talk. So soft talk is our words that literally soften up our vocabulary. And they're really filler words that, man, I keep using more. I'm going to write them down. Okay, they're filler words that we use to relieve ourselves of responsibility or ownership of what we're speaking. So, some examples of this are probably, maybe, kind of, sort of, like, I think, I feel like, just, hope, I hope, actually, literally, really. These are all just filler words that we put into our language that take away our power genuinely. So if you were to look at, here's an example. So here are a couple sentences. You can tell me how each of these sound and feel energetically to you. So one example, I just want to go to the store tomorrow. Or I am going to the store tomorrow. There's a huge difference in those two sentences. Here's another example. I think I might want to start a business. I am going to start a business, or I am starting a business. Those are so different in the power that they hold because the first example, inserting those soft talk, relieves so much responsibility from the language. So I want you to start noticing where you are using soft talk in your life and just identify situations where these words creep in, and they are indicators to show where you're not confident in yourself and where you are robbing yourself of power. So really just start I did it again. You can listen to this whole thing and pick out all of the soft talk that I have myself in this language upgrade module. It's not something that you will ever be perfect at. It's not something that you will just magically fix overnight. It is something to start looking into. Another clear differentiation is the difference between saying I think and I imagine. So that's a huge upgrade that you can incorporate to remove yourself of stories. You can upgrade I have to I get to. When you say I have to, what that does is feels like obligation. It feels like struggle and suffering versus I get to. You have choice. You have choice in everything that you're doing. So if you use language around it, it feels better. It's really super simple, but it's not easy. And that brings me to the next one, replacing but with and. But is a negation. We use negation all the time. We can say something like, oh, I'm so excited to go on this trip next week, but it might rain. That negates the entire language of excitement that you have in the beginning of that sentence and removes the joy. If you also say things about yourself like, I am starting a business and I'm so excited, but I don't know where to start. You just removed all of the excitement and joy and power that you had in the beginning of that sentence with but. You can still not know where to start, and you can say something like, I'm so excited to start my business and I'm not sure exactly where I'm starting. And is inclusion. It means that everything that you're saying is equally valuable and gets to be a part of what you're creating. Also, saying I don't know. So this is a huge one that we say a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm confused. Those are all stories as well. They're all language that disempower us and take us out of inquiry. If we say something like, I don't know, we're shutting ourselves down for the possibility of exploration into an answer. I am of the belief that we actually do know. We really genuinely have all the answers inside of us. And exploring and discovering and finding out means that it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be confused. And using words that describe the exploration instead of negating you and your ideas makes it possible to create space for you to have more exploration, more joy, more freedom in what you're sharing. So, saying I'm considering it, I'm exploring it, I'm looking into it. If you don't know something, you can just say, great question. Let's look into that. Let's explore that. Let's look at that. Let's figure that out together. There's opportunity for you to upgrade your language and really start to feel more confident in who you are. So, the activity that I want you to do, apart from just looking into and identifying this soft talk and these little language disempowerments all over your life, is I want you to actually record yourself. There, I use the word actually. There it is. I want you to record yourself speaking with someone you love or a conversation, just talking about your dreams or your goals. Spend 5 minutes recording yourself speak, and then look at the conversation and notice where you're using soft talk in the conversation. Then I want you to take one sentence that contains the soft talk and just delete the extra words. That's it. Just take out the words that make it softer and remove your power and speak it out loud and see how it changes the flavor of that language. So, this is a pretty simple but also extremely powerful tool for you. I want you to really upgrade your language with these tweaks and start noticing how you feel as a result of that. I have seen a dramatic increase in my own self confidence through upgrading my language, and I want that for you too. So, I love you and happy speaking.